How do you prevent yourself from feeling shocked out of meditation when you feel one of your senses turning off? This often happens to me. Uh, that is a good question. Okay, so this was happening to one of my other students recently when we were in retreat. This is a very common thing, and one of my teachers put it like this when this was happening to me. He said, "When, in particular, if you're using a lot of intent." Hold on. It seems like it seems like maybe there's not enough light in the room, and that's messing with the camera. Give me 2 seconds. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. So when you're trying to attain concentration and you're using a lot of intent, a lot of forceful intent to bring your mind, let's say, to the breath, and you're bringing your mind to the breath, bringing the mind to the breath, bringing the mind to the breath, and the posture is not quite right. Let's say, yeah. And because there's so much intent on the breath, all of a sudden the mind starts to turn off tactile sensation, for example, and then the body moves or something. And then your mind's like, whoa, I'm moving here. And part of the attention of the mind, the bandwidth of the mind gets pulled out of the breath and back into the body. Or you are, again, trying to put the mind on the breath and the posture is okay, but because the mind isn't used to the isn't accustomed to the fact that that all of these sub processes of your mind, okay, like here's where I am in space right now, right? There's a whole set of processes in your fascia and everything else where your mind is aware. Here's where I am in space. And if I move my hand like this, I'll touch my table. And if I move my hand like this, I'll touch my forehead. And if I go like this, I'm going to bend over about this far, right? So there's all of these processes about where your body is in space, what your body's doing, how it's oriented. And when you turn that off, you have the sense that you're not in any particular location and you're sort of floating in space. And so you have to gain some experience. let's say that, you know, this is let's say that this is sort of the doorway of your meditation. You have to gain some experience sort of coming to the door and coming back and coming to the door and coming back and then going through the door and coming back so that you get used to this change in how it is that your experience is oriented. You have to get used to basically not having a body for a period of time if you're concentrating on certain types of objects, you know. Another way to think about it is like turning the volume up and down. So your concentration, maybe you have it at a 9 and one of your senses is starting to turn off in a way that you're not used to. And so you turn the volume back down to a 7. You know, don't come all the way out, but come out enough that that weird feeling you're getting because your body is starting to disappear doesn't distract you. And then turn it up to an 8, right? And then just hover at 7 or 8 until 8 is comfortable, and then bring it up to a 9. See? So you sort of work with yourself where you are.